Welcome to the Networking and Partnership module. The course code for this module is NP10D2. My name is S. Dube and I'm going to be your tutor for this module. Let's look at the course content, meaning what is contained in this course. What is it that we are going to cover in this course? This course covers networking and partnership in the world of HIV and AIDS, because you realize that especially in Africa, we've got a resource constraint. We don't have resources. We don't have enough human resources. We don't have enough financial resources. We don't have enough of all those resources that we need to fight against HIV and AIDS, and hence networking and partnership is one of the key ingredients that we can use in order to optimize the available resources that we can use to fight against HIV and AIDS. This core module also looks at the key steps of building and sustaining AIDS networks. It also looks at the formalizing networks, that's having a governing body and a staff. Mobilizing resources for action, evaluating in networks, challenges of commitment and communication in networks, and also lessons learned in networking. Not everything has been well in networks. There were some good stories, but also there are some very, very bad developments. But the question is, what can we do in order to use our experiences in this past in order to really create that future which can help everyone affected with HIV and AIDS live or improve the quality of their lives. Let's look at the course outcomes. We want at the end of this module for students to be able to define networks and partnerships in general, in particular in the world of HIV and AIDS. We want them to be able to develop key steps that are important in building and sustaining networks, and there are 8 of them. We want them to be able to examine formal networks and determine the basic functions of the governing body and the staff. And also students should be able to understand the importance of resource mobilization and project proposals. And also students should be able to understand the importance of evaluation and developing evaluation frameworks. And also students should be able to examine the challenges and commitment and communication in networks and partnerships, and also to learn from other organizations on the best approaches to making networks and partnerships work effectively. Introductory overview. This module, Networking and Partnerships, is tailored for second-year students and provides a comprehensive overview on networking and partnerships in general and in particular in the world of HIV and AIDS. It defines networking and partnerships and examines why it is important in HIV and AIDS and discusses the importance and significance of involving people living with HIV and AIDS. A full examination is done on the key steps in building and sustaining networks and how to establish and formalize networks. Also, this module looks at the challenges involved in networking, such as resource mobilization, evaluation, and sustaining commitment is examined. And also, this module looks at the development of critical aspects throughout the manual, includes the lessons learned from existing networks, either by the inclusion of excerpts or the adaptation of valuable materials. Let's look at the definition of networking. It is defined as a partnership. A partnership can be defined as a relationship between individuals or groups, organizations that is characterized by mutual cooperation and responsibility and established for the achievement of a specified goal. Partnerships are usually intended to enhance effectiveness, that's the greater results, and efficiency, the better use of resources, and to empower people, that's greater preparedness and mobilization. A partnership can be entered into with a formal document, but may be informal. Partners commit their very best to the cause to accomplish a mutually agreed upon goal and purpose. Let's look at the characteristics of networking and partnership. The key principles of effective networking and partnership include, among others, trust. There must be trust in a network. Purpose. Purpose is very important because that becomes the center that holds everything. As we all know that the reason why something was established should always be focal area, or else everything gets lost. The process involves building and establishing the guidelines and the healthy structures for operations, which involves time and concerted efforts. And strength, each partner or group contributes the required expertise and resources to complement each other. Multiplication, that's focus on building skills, energy, creativity, resources, and results. And also long-term commitments towards cause and open, regular communication are very important characteristics of a successful networking and partnership. Benefits of networking and partnerships. There are quite a number of benefits of networking and partnerships in view of the fact that our resources are very limited. So networking and partnership is a means of giving greater regional, national, and international impact to the activities of community-based organizations. To use a fashionable term, which is called synergy effect. Synergy means that the total effect of activities done together is greater than the sum of individual activities. That is cooperation between the various organizations and groups involved in network partnerships, thus achieving greater and also bring in more benefits. If a network and a partnership are successful, the following can be achieved, right? It accomplishes goals and objectives collectively, which one organization or group would not accomplish on their own. And also it helps to strengthen advocacy. Also, it influences others inside and outside the network or partnership. It broadens the understanding of an issue or struggle by bringing together different constituencies. Also, it helps in sharing the work and reduce duplication of efforts and wastage of resources. And also, networks and partnership promote the exchange of ideas, insights, experiences, and skills, and also provides a needed sense of solidarity and morale and psychological support and mobilize financial resources under certain circumstances. Let's look at the assignments. Assignment 1. You are a newly appointed wellness coordinator in a corporate organization. Explain how you develop a network of partnerships and stakeholders who are involved in HIV/AIDS both locally and internationally, and indicate how you know you are doing well. So that's a concept of monitoring and evaluation. Assignment 2. What are some of the challenges faced by networks and partnerships, and what can be done to alleviate some of the challenges? Give relevant examples and practical examples in the Namibian context and beyond. We know by now that networks are good, they are very valuable, but however, there are challenges. So we want you to look at some of the challenges in more detail, and you should do this by looking at some very practical examples. It involves you perhaps visiting Nanaso, one of them, Nangolf, and making sure that you acquaint yourself with the developments over there. Assignment 3. With the aid of practical and relevant examples, discuss the process involved in the key steps of building a network. There are ways of building up a network, and what are those steps? And write your assignment out of that. Assignment 4. Namibia has been elevated to the upper middle income country, which has resulted in donor funding withdrawal, resulting in the collapse of many NGOs. What are some of the creative ways you can employ to sustain networks in the face of financial constraints while continuing in the fight against HIV/AIDS? Like I said earlier, we'll always have resource constraints, but this time around it has been very bad since the elevation of the country to the upper middle income country. Therefore, there is need for managers and program coordinators to be very creative. So what are some of the issues that you can employ to make sure that you continue to enjoy the value of networks? In conclusion, students are strongly encouraged to read extensively both their modules and prescribed reading material for deeper understanding prior to attempting any assignments. My contact details are readily available in your tutorials. Feel free to contact me and enjoy your studies.